Hello Ranger Nation, welcome to my YouTube channel. As Dino Fury is confirmed to be the 28th and 29th season for the Power Rangers franchise, I was wondering if Hasbro would adapt Kaito Sentai Lupinranger vs Kisatsu Sentai Patranger as the 30th anniversary season. Watch this video till the end and I will explain how this Super Sentai series can be adapted for the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers. For this video we will refer to the Lupin collection as Ranger Relics, the Lupinrangers as Relic Hunters and Patranger as City Defenders. For those who don't know, in the Sentai, the Lupin collection is a collection of pieces used by the Rangers as well as the villains. The Morphers, weapons and Zords of the Rangers are a part of the Lupin collection too. Each piece grants a special power or ability to the villains. Since these pieces represent morphers and weapons of previous Sentai seasons, the source footage can be easily modified to make it an anniversary season. Now for the plot of the season. The villains will have the power to access the MORPHIN grid so they are able to steal the relics, which are morphers or weapons of different rangers from previous seasons. The relic hunters are chosen by the MORPHIN grid to retrieve the relics and put them back in the grid. The City Defenders is the special police force that is assigned to fight against these villains. The hunters and defenders will often get in each other's way because the defenders have to kill the monsters but the hunters have to retrieve the relics before the monster is killed. This will spark the rivalry between both the teams. I would like to call this season as Power Rangers Hunters and Defenders. Now let's talk about the relics. Dark Dagger. This relic is a reference to the dragon dagger used by Tommy, the MMPR Green Ranger. It grants the ability to control people's minds. Saber Slicer. This relic is a reference to the Saber sword used by Tommy, the MMPR White Ranger. It grants the ability to cut through anything. Bullseye. This relic is a reference to the Turbo Navigator from Power Rangers Turbo. It grants the ability to shoot missiles with extreme accuracy. IQ Booster. This relic is a reference to the ASTRO Morpher from Power Rangers in Space. It grants the ability of very high intelligence. Psycho Slinger. This relic is a reference to the Star Slinger which was used by Ashley, the Yellow Space Ranger. It grants the ability to shoot extremely long-range shots. Wild Morpher. This relic is a reference to the Transmorpher from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. It grants the ability to control wild vines. Bloom Dagger. This relic is a reference to the Trans Dagger that was used by Lost Galaxy Rangers. It grants the ability to create smoke screens from flowers. Chrono Bolt. This relic is a reference to the Chrono Morpher from Power Rangers Time Force. It grants the ability to run at extremely high speeds. Game Cage. This relic is a reference to the mutant capsules from Power Rangers Time Force. It is used to trap the Rangers in a game world. Shark Swimmers. This relic is a reference to the shark fins used by Max, the Blue Wild Force Ranger. It grants the ability to swim through any surface. Wolf Sniffer. This relic is a reference to the lunar collar used by Merrick, the Silver Wild Force Ranger. It increases the sniffing ability of the villains. Shockwave. This relic is a reference to the sonic fin used by Tori, the Blue Ninja Storm Ranger. It gives the villains the ability to create shockwaves. Mimic Mike. This relic is a reference to the samurai saber used by Cam, the Green Ninja Storm Ranger. It grants the ability to mimic anyone's voice. Fossil Morpher. This relic is a reference to the Dino Morphers used by the Dino Thunder Rangers. It grants the ability to manipulate rocks. Puppet Master. This relic is a reference to the DRAGO sword used by Trent, the White Dino Thunder Ranger. It grants the ability to control anyone like a puppet. Switch Morpher. This relic is a reference to the S.P.D morphers used by the S.P.D Rangers. It grants the ability to switch the bodies of people. Omega Booster. This relic is a reference to the Omega Morpher used by the Omega Ranger. It grants the ability to move at extremely high speeds. Magma Shot. This relic is a reference to the Mystic Morpher used by the Mystic Force Rangers. It grants the ability to shoot fireballs. Black Hole Lamp. This relic is a reference to the laser lamp used by the Solaris Knight. It grants the ability to expand any space. Shield Driver. This relic is a reference to the overdrive tracker used by the Operation Overdrive Rangers. It is used to create a protective shield around the user. Control Box. This relic is a reference to the control driver used by the Operation Overdrive Rangers. It grants the ability to control any machine. Tornado Fan. This relic is a reference to the Jungle Fan used by Theo, the Blue Jungle Fury Ranger and Master Swoop, the Bat Spirit Ranger. It grants the ability to create high-speed winds. Stealth Claw. This relic is a reference to the Rhino Claw used by Dominic, the White Jungle Fury Ranger. It grants the ability to create portals and launch attacks. Kick Booster. This relic is a reference to the cell shift morphers used by the RPM Rangers. It increases the kicking ability of the user. Rollover. This relic is a reference to the Road Attack Zord from Power Rangers RPM. It can be used to make the targets slip and fall. Claw Slasher. This relic is a reference to the Samurai Zur, which is used by the Samurai Rangers. It can be used to launch claw-like attacks on the targets. Fire Starter. This relic is a reference to the Lion Folding Zord from Power Rangers Samurai. It grants the ability to create and manipulate fire. Blocker. This relic is a reference to the GOSEI Morpher, which is used by the Megaforce Rangers. It grants the ability to create walls from the ground. Aqua Shot. This relic is a reference to the Mega Blaster from Power Rangers Megaforce. It grants the ability to shoot water. Power Sucker. This relic is a reference to the legendary Morpher from Power Rangers Super Megaforce. It can be used to make the Rangers powerless. Electrovolt. This relic is a reference to the Gold ENERGEM from Power Rangers Dino Charge. It grants the ability to create electricity. Size Shift. This relic is a reference to the Red Ninja Power Star from Power Rangers Ninja Steel. It grants the ability to change the size or scale of the body. State Switch. This relic is a reference to the Lion Fire Ninja Power Star from Power Rangers Ninja Steel. It grants the ability to liquefy the body to prevent damage. X Scanner. This relic is a reference to the Beast X Saber from Power Rangers Beast Morphers. It grants the ability to scan the personality of a person. X Eraser. This relic is a reference to the Beast X Blaster from Power Rangers Beast Morphers. It grants the ability to erase the memory of the person. Speaking of the Ranger cameos, I feel this season can be easily done without having cameos from past Rangers because it's practically impossible to bring back all the Ranger actors, as some of the Rangers have moved on with their lives and have no intention of coming back to the Power Rangers franchise. For every relic, Hasbro can use the stock footage to show which relic belongs to which season. This season will perform really well in the toy sales department too, because the Power Rangers community has members who would really love to have all the Ranger relics in their collection. Most of the relics are just repaints of past morphers and weapons, which makes it easier to produce. This year the sales of Power Rangers toys has seen a growth of 77%. Selling these relics individually or as 2-pack sets will boost the toy sales even further. There are a total of 35 Ranger relics and Hasbro can easily sell them at a price range of $5 to $10, depending on how they want to make it. Both the teams have individual Zords and Megazords, the Hunter Zords and the Defender Zords respectively. This will also help in increasing the toy sales for this season. There is also a rumor that Lupinranger VS Patranger will be adapted in 2025 as a tribute to Power Rangers S.P.D, which also takes place in 2025. I feel that is also a good idea because both the season had a police theme. The Zords and the Megazords footage can be recycled. They will only have to reshoot some of the Ranger footage to make it look a bit more futuristic. Which is a better idea for adapting this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below and thanks for watching this video.